If I had to think of one word to describe Yamaha's version 3 upgrade for DM3, it would be Automixer. Yes, an Automixer has been a popular wish for inclusion in DM3, and now version 3 includes an 8-channel Automixer, which we know many customers will be able to make frequent use of. We'll come back to it in just a minute, but first let's see what else is new and improved with version 3. If I open the Dante setup screen, we'll find the new Rio D3 models of I/O rack are now supported. Yes, it's Rio D3 in DM3 version 3. Rio3224-D3 and Rio1608-D3 have recently been launched, and their head amps can be controlled by DM3 whenever they are patched to an input channel. Furthermore, if you set the unit ID to number 1, then the DM3's auto setup can be used to configure the Dante patching between console and Rio D3 unit. The first 16 inputs and 8 outputs will be connected in an instant. If the unit ID number isn't 1, then HA control is still possible from the input channel. It's just that the patching has to be made manually, for example by using Dante controller software. That way, inputs from several different RIO units can be patched and controlled. And remember, previous generations of RIO unit as well as TIO series can all be controlled from DM3. The advantages of Rio D3 series include a lower noise floor than previous generations, additional delay, polarity and gain settings for each output port, and a headphone socket for direct monitoring of inputs, outputs and other channels in the Dante network. I've got another video to talk more about them, as they are compatible with a wider range of Yamaha's digital mixing consoles and systems, not only the DM3. For other version 3 improvements, let's look in the setup menu. Open brightness and look at the power saving mode. There are new options for 1, 2 or 4 hours, so you can make sure the screen won't dim during your event, even if you don't touch it for a while. Yet you'll still benefit from power saving later in cases where the mixer is kept powered on all day or is never switched off. In the Preference menu, find the Others list and take a look at the frame rate options. 60 frames per second is now available, useful for synchronizing audio with 4K 60 video content. After selecting that, set the display delay scale to frame and return to the home screen. Look at a channel's delay settings and then you will see that 1 frame at 60 FPS is equivalent to 16.6 milliseconds or 1,600 samples at 96 kHz sample rate. Remember, you can push the touch and turn knob to make a fine adjustment, or tap the parameter on the screen again to directly enter a specific value. Now let's return to the Automixer. This is fixed for input channels 1 to 8, and you can see the Automixer status on the selected channel above the EQ next to the delay. For those who are unfamiliar with what an Automixer is or what it does, allow me to explain. It operates on the input channels in a post-fader position, and it regulates the level of each channel reaching the main stereo bus. Whenever there are two or more microphones used for speech, such as a panel discussion, a chat show, or theatrical drama, it automatically reduces the gain of a channel when the mic is idle, and it increases it when speech is detected. Further than that, when more than one mic is used simultaneously, the level of each will be reduced a little to avoid uncomfortable listening levels when double talking or sudden interruptions occur. During an unscripted event, the sound operator cannot manually manage to pull the faders down to reduce background noise and then push them up whenever someone starts talking without missing a few of the first words. The Automixer will handle this perfectly, reducing background noise and reducing the chance of feedback from idle mics. And the operator is free to focus more on the finer details of the sound, the EQ, compression, and any effects, rather than fiddling with the faders all the time. In DM3 series, the 8-channel Automixer is a gain-sharing type, meaning it has the same operation method as the Automixers in other Yamaha mixing consoles, with a familiar user interface and easy setup. Switch it on for any of the channels 1 to 8. Then assign them into either group A or B. Each group will be auto-mixed independently, and they can be bypassed independently with the group bypass switches on the right of the screen. Group bypass can also be assigned to user-defined keys, by the way. Then, reduce the weight of the channels which pick up more background noise, and increase the weight of the channels you wish to be more prominent. Of course, if a person speaks quietly, you can push up their fader as normal, or pull the fader down a little for a loud person, and allow the Automixer to take care of the rest. Keep an eye on the Automix gain meters to understand how it's working. See only one channel at a time has the full gain. When two or more channels have active inputs, they share a portion of the gain. And when nobody is talking, all the gains are reduced a lot. Yet, as soon as someone speaks again, the gain shoots up, ensuring nothing is missed. When you bypass the group, all the gains will return to full level. So be careful when you use that feature. It brings you back into full manual mixing mode. The Automixer is going to improve the sound wherever there are multiple mics used for speech and there's no script to follow. They're often used in conferences, TV shows, podcasts, theatres, education, houses of worship, law courts, and more. Wherever you mix, upgrade to Automix with DM3 version 3. Bye for now.